Peltor Sport Tactical 100. Man, I've been wanting a pair of these guys since last year, but just couldn't afford them. They were like more than $100 a pair. Anyway, this Christmas they went on sale, so I was able to get a hold of one and got so excited because I saw them a couple of years ago in some YouTube channel. Can't seem to recall which one. Anyway, they were, man, they look great. They look good, and they're made by 3M, which is a good company. And there were good reviews on them, some bad. So I got so excited and bought a pair, got home, slapped in a couple of AAA batteries. What the heck? They don't work. I mean, I've seen some of the reviews saying they had problems with the volume control and not be able to work. It's like, what the heck? Did I just get a bad pair or what? So since there were people claiming that they don't work, and I guess it's not a random thing. It's more of a constant thing with these things. Anyway, for me, it's more of a hassle returning it than fixing it, because a little bit of background in electronics, and I rather just fix them than returning them. So the way to get in there is on the side where the volume control is, on the top, where next to the wire. Let's put this around here, and if you get a sharp edge or something you can pry that open with, make sure you don't. Now, for you guys that you think you're not capable of doing this, don't try. You might not be able to return it. And since you've opened it up and altered it and got in there and did something and you weren't able to fix it and it was still broken, and you might not be able to return it to the store, especially when you have evidence that you've tampered with it. Now, for some of you guys that are willing to do this and take the risk, I wouldn't advise it. Right there at the top, let me get you in closer. Come on, camera, focus for me. Now, right there at the top, in between here, this cup and that shiny piece, you can insert your blade and pry that open. It's really easy. It doesn't take all that much effort. Just get in there. Let me show you. I'm in right now. See, my blade is right in there. And twist, and that pops open, and voila, that comes off, and you have another layer, couple of layers of foam in there, and these are easy. So grab hold of that foam. There's another layer which will allow you to get in to the guts. Now the problem lies right here. Get that in closer, closer. Come on, camera, focus for me. Alright, that should be good. The problem lies right there. These wires coming into this connector are loose. Now, if you're able to get to this part, prying it open and everything, kind of jimmy those, move those around, and if your unit is turned on, you'll be able to hear there's 3 tones in there when you turn it on, for on, mid-range and high volume, you'll be able to hear the tone. Just kind of move them around. So they were loose. What I did was, to keep it from moving around, I glued those wires with some glue. Now I wouldn't advise using permanent glue like super glue, because if you don't get in there right at the point where where it's getting a full contact and trying to remove that super glue, you're just going to rip those wires apart and you'll have a set up even worse problems. Anyway, so to keep them moving around, I glued those in to the body, not into the connector, but the body of the ear muffs, so they don't move around. Now, before you glue them in, make sure it's working. Make sure you can hear that with a tone, or you could connect your iPhone into the earplug and play some music so you can actually hear it working. Turn up the volume, so kind of move them around, they're working. Once you get them to that position, it's working. Glue the wire into the body, not into the connector. There's 3 screws holding the circuit board. I also popped that off and gave that connector a good pinch with just using my fingers, so it'll be tight. It's kind of loose, the connectors are really loose, so give it a good pinch, tighten it up, and insert those wires, put your screws back on, snap that circuit board in, and then you can glue that wire in there. Make sure everything's working. Just play that music, attach it to the earphone jack, and keep playing that music so you can tell it's working while you're working on it, while you're trying to glue that wire, those flat wires right there. Make sure it's dry, make sure they're not moving when you try to close it up. Finally, when you're done with that, just replace your foam. On mine, just to be on the safe side, I had to cut the foam where this foam touches the connectors. They don't get pressed around and move or anything. So just reinsert the foam right there. Make sure you get any wires that are in the way. You don't crip on the wires. Get them out of the way. There's some wires here that you don't want to be crimping on when you reinsert your foam and the earpiece, whatever you call that. So just replace the foam and put this guy back in, and that just snaps in, working it in, and it'll just snap in, and voila, it's done. I should warn you guys, if you think you're not capable of doing it, don't try it. You'll just end up with more problems than what you have right now. I mean, come on, 3M saved money, hard-earned money, so I could buy this. And would you come up with some? Well, I mean, it's not all that bad, but come on, you could have done a better job on your quality control. I mean, hard-earned money, especially me. I can't just buy stuff off the bat just like that. I'd have to save up for it. And it's also a good thing I was able to fix it. And good luck to you guys that are going to try to attempt this. And thanks for watching.